Yeah. Y'all get on up in here. All right, listen. I realize a lot of women, fathers didn't teach them not to argue with a man. See, I teach my daughters right now not to argue with a boy. See, I tell my daughters, you're in elementary school. A boy and a girl in elementary school, their strength is the same. And you think it's gonna be like that when you hit middle school, and it's not. He's gonna go through what you call puberty. And that little boy gonna get struck, that little boy black your eye. Look, listen. See, my father didn't teach my sisters not to argue with a man. I remember in when you don't raise your children right, they always cost you money when you don't raise them right. I remember this. See, boy, listen here. I remember this. I remember one of my sisters mouthing off with a boy, and he slapped her. Foul! Kapow! Here go my daddy. He got to leave work. Look, this is how it was. Daughter called him. Daddy, that boy at school done hit me. What? He got to leave his job, come to the school, argue with the people at the front desk, talking about get the boy down here, arguing with the principal. He was a star basketball player at that. He didn't have his father in his life. All right, so my dad at the school arguing with these people. All right, then the boy grandma come down there. I want to talk to his daddy. I want to see him. Ain't no man gonna put their hands on my daughter. Well, his daddy in jail. I'm all he got. Grandma is all he got. So now, you got to argue with you got to leave work. You got to come to a public school, the lowest school on the coast. Reading level is trash. The mathematician level is trash. You got to argue with a project, baby, because you didn't teach your daughters to keep a doggone mouth shut. Yeah. See, I'm in Walmart, right? Why is the woman in Walmart arguing with the guy that's stocking shelves? He ain't got nothing to flip and lose. She want to argue with him. Women, you cannot whoop a man. So don't argue with a man if you can't whoop a man. It's no point in it. There's no point in arguing with a man if you can't whoop him. Now, that brings me to my next point. I'm not throwing my life away look, I'm only throwing my life away. Man, I ain't throwing my life away for nobody. Flip all that. I'm only willing to die and throw my life away to protect the people that is under my roof. I'm gonna say it again. I'm only willing to die and throw my life away to protect the people that is under my roof. Right? My sisters run out here and a man go upside their head. Don't call me to avenge your black eye. And here's why I say that. I've seen this happen time and time again. I grew up with this guy. Well, I grew up with this guy's uncle. I grew up with the nephew. His uncle, which was, I know the guy, his wife friend was at the house. The guy I know was this, Tom had an uncle named Bill. Bill's wife, Susie, had a friend named Mary. All right? Mary was at Susie's house because she got tired of Jody jumping on her. All right? Mary Susie telling Mary you need to leave him because he always going upside your head. Jody decided to pop up at Susie and Bill's house and act a fool. And Bill say, look, Mary, don't go out there. She go outside. I just want to talk. She go outside to talk to him. Jody done went upside her head again. All right? And here go Bill. Want to go outside and stop something. Jump on Jody. He get to whooping Jody. Jody done body slammed him. Jody got the man Jody on top of Bill, slamming his head into the doggone concrete until he cracked his skull. Jody went to prison the rest of his life, and Bill has died and left Earth. Now Susie is left with nothing because her friend Mary just loved Jody that much. It wasn't Jody what she loved. You know what she loved doing? She loved doing this right here. She loved doing this right here. And it was just so good she couldn't let it go. And look how many people, look at what it cost you. Because he wanted to avenge Mary. Look, one of my white friends come over my house and her boyfriend outside whooping her. Guess what I'm gonna do? Guess this what I'm gonna do right here. So man, you gonna let her beat her brains out? Yep. I'm gonna sit right here while he beat her brains out. I'm gonna do this. 911, what's your emergency? Yeah, I got a madman out here whooping a mad woman in my driveway. Can y'all send somebody? Let them deal with it. I'm not throwing my life away. I'm not throwing my life away because you picked the bum. Listen, dude jump on my sister. If I'm in their presence, I'll stop it. You living with a man and he go upside your head, don't call me talking about such and such just hit me. Pack your bags and leave, but you can't. You can't. That meat leg just too good for you to let go. I've had this happen in my family. I've had this happen in my family. I've had this happen. Look, I got men in my family that beat women, and I have women in my family that have been beaten by men. Guess what? Nobody left. So what I'm gonna go over here, whoop this man, and then 3 months later, you over here giving him, 3 weeks later, you back over here giving him a slice of peach cobbler. I remember I was walking in, when I had my full-time job, I remember walking in the gate, I was late and this painter was late. I'm running to the gate, a car pulled up, the painter get out, and the woman jumped out. He said, hey, come here. She said, I'm done with you, Frank, I'm done. This is what he did. He went whoom, whoom. He said, you better stop embarrassing me out here. We was on night shift, 2:30 to 11. Guess who was at the gate at 11 o'clock picking him up? She was. Imagine if I would have said something. Hey man, don't be hitting a woman. Flip it. She used to it. I'm not getting into that. I'm not getting into that. I'm raising my daughters. Do not argue with a man. Man will break your jaw. You done argue with this man when you at 21 years old. Done argue with this man at Walmart. He done broke your jaw. Now I got to go kill him. Does that make any sense? When you just keep your mouth shut. Now, if you pick a man that's beating your behind, you need to tell me, Daddy, he beating me. All right? I'm coming over there with the law. Hey, get your stuff. Let's go. Get your stuff. Let's go. When I get you and I bring you home, I'm going to build you back up. If you go back, don't call me. He going to keep beating you. Don't call me. See, I'm a tough daddy. I understand. I'm a tough daddy. I know that. I am raising my daughters to get ready for the real world. That's what I'm doing. I'm raising my daughters to be out of my house at 21. Raising my daughters to get prepared for the real world. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody. Daddy ain't gonna live forever, and Daddy ain't gonna be raising y'all in his 60s, in his 70s. I ain't doing that. When y'all hit 20, listen. Christmas presents cut off at 18. Flip it. When you turn 18, don't ask me for nothing. I done did my job. Don't ask me for nothing at 18. Don't ask me for nothing. I done gave you the tools you need to succeed. Don't ask me for nothing after 18. I'm gonna give you a parting gift when you leave my house. When you leave my house, I'm giving you some cash money. All right, see you. Don't come back. If I had sons, it'd be 10 times worse, because I know what's waiting on a man when he enters the real world. Guess what's waiting on a man when he enters the real world? Heartache and pain. Heartache and pain. That's what's waiting on. Yeah. Y'all think it's sweet. It ain't sweet out here.